Hey, what's going on everyone? DJ Jazz here, and today we're going to talk wireless technology, specifically going from a mixer such as a DJ mixer or any type of source to a wireless speaker, whether that be a EV, eVerse, or any other speaker for that matter, all with the Shure SLXD35 system. If you've been trying out different wireless systems to make maybe one of your speakers wirelessly connect to a mixer, only to be let down by either dropouts, a horrible range, or just weird audio issues, so you gave up and just decided to move on and decided the wireless is not reliable, well, forget all that. This is the answer. This is the Shure SLXD35 combo system, and it guarantees results. If you're wanting to separate yourself from other companies in your market, you should be looking at a real wireless solution, something that you're going to use from gig to gig, something that you can trust and know that it's not going to give you any issues. You don't want to be cringing there in the corner thinking, oh gosh, what's going to happen if it cuts out? You want to rely on it. And this system is so reliable, so much so that I use it to transmit audio at every single gig of mine in some way or fashion. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've already tried this system from that brand, this system from that brand, an IEM system from this brand. I have tested nearly every wireless solution on the market, and nothing comes close to this. Times have changed. The SLXD35 combo, which includes the transmitter and receiver, is the real deal. This essentially is an SLXD system that you don't rack. And so these both run on battery, but they also have USB-C charging ports that can charge a lithium battery, or you can power both units off the USB-C, so you don't even need batteries. The SLXD35 is a combo system, although you can purchase the components separately. This is the SLXD5, what they call Bodypack Receiver. This is the SLXD3, which is an XLR transmitter. Going from an external mixer, I just connect this thing in the back of the mixer, connect this receiver to the back of the eVerse, and I'm going to show you how I do that. Notice that the antennas can move, just for maybe storage or transportation. Again, I'm just using Velcro with the USB-C connector powering the SLXD3 unit from the Electro Voice eVerse 8 USB-C connection. No batteries in here, and then I'm running the screw-in 1/8 inch cable to XLR that comes with this, but I bought an extra receiver. That way I can have one transmitter and two receivers. That's two speakers for like a ceremony setup or even a mains DJ setup. As long as this is tuned to the right frequency, this transmits the audio at that radio frequency to the receiver, where I could truly take this around, not have to worry about anything, and have a real wireless speaker. It is not operating on 2.4, so you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi or Bluetooth interfering or coming close to the contact of those frequencies. So another cool feature about the SLXD3 is it has a pad option. What that means is I can dial down the input sensitivity. So if I have this connected to my DJ mixer and I'm playing peak hour really loud, and I'm really close to clipping, this thing might overload. And if if this sees an overloaded signal coming from here, you're already clipping and it's a digital clip. And you don't want to be doing that going into your speaker, because it's already going to sound like it's distorted, because it is before it's even got into your speaker. You can set a high pass, so if you don't have a speaker that has a crossover or any way to adjust the bass, if you have 150 hertz going into the speaker, that could be really helpful to eliminate feedback for maybe ceremony, but also for dinner or fill, where you don't need a lot of bass going to the speaker. Now, this speaker from Eevee, the eVerse 8, allows me to do most of that on the onboard DSP. So I don't use that feature, but it's a really good feature to maybe use with older speakers or speakers that just don't have a good DSP when you only want 150 hertz going above. I think that's a great feature that is lacking on a lot of wireless systems today. And of course, this has mic and line level. So when you're going into a speaker, you're going to obviously want to do line level, as I'm going into a line input. And that's really cool that you can transmit mic levels to, let's say, maybe go into a video camera or any kind of source where if I was coming in here and hooking a microphone, I would actually want that mic level going into an input, just like I was running a microphone into the input at the back of the speaker. You'll see if you actually look at the SLXD35, Shure kind of advertises it as a video system for broadcast use, let's say, but really us DJs can honestly benefit off this as a portable wireless solution. So my ceremony setup takes maybe 4 minutes to set up completely, and I have true wireless freedom where I'm not having to stand next to the speaker and operate it. Get yourself an external mixer that you can dial out the feedback, and specifically a digital one that allows a parametric EQ or something to ring out the feedback. I use a lapel microphone for my weddings, and it's a very clean look in photographs when you have that and you have the speakers completely out of sight with me not operating it right next to me. I'm usually 20, 25, 30 feet away from the main speakers that I use for the ceremony because I have that small rack on a table like this, and I've got this system to transmit my audio to the speakers wirelessly. Look guys, I've been in your position. I have tested out a lot of wireless products out there. There are some pretty decent solutions, but none of them deliver what I was looking for in terms of really strong wireless signal and reliability and truly professional enough to offer on a consistent gig-to-gig basis. The SLXD35 is the only system I've experienced that gives me that. I mean, I'm just mind blown how good of a wireless system this is. But you do got to pay a little bit more. So you're paying a little bit more, but for peace of mind, you're not going to have to worry about a dropout or a lack of quality or anything that is going to make you doubt the system to actually want to use it. A lot of DJ buddies of mine have these wireless systems that are similar to this, and they claim they can make a speaker wireless, but they don't really do it because they always admit that it's not super reliable and they've had trouble. You're not going to have trouble with this, and it is going to up your game so much by offering wireless speakers or just having the ability to run wireless speakers at every single gig. And it's so small, so compact, and easy to use. There's really no reason to not buy this system to make your life easier, but also stand out and save you a ton of time at the gigs, yet offering really a higher quality of service. If you get to a venue and you can't place a speaker on the opposite corner because you would have to run a cable through areas that are just not possible, use this because there's no excuse to not now throw that speaker on the other side. You're not sitting there wasting a whole bunch of gaff tape or worrying about cables or anything. It just really speeds up the process, and it gives you the flexibility to not have excuses to run speakers where you maybe wouldn't put them because it was too much of a pain to run a long cable or it didn't make any sense. I use the speaker with this system all the time, not just for the ceremony. I use it for a DJ monitor for me. I use it for a side fill for dinner tables maybe over here. Or I place it on the opposite side of the room with that delay that you can do on the Evers. There are so many ways to make this system work for you that you're probably not doing now because the current wireless system you're using just can't cut it. And the SLXD35 is the way to take your wireless game to the next level to use however you wish.